Good day, viewers. You are welcome. Today we have an interesting functional challenge. F of x equals x squared. And what is f of 1? This is a composite functions requested to find f of 1. And how do you solve this? Drop the answer in the comment box. Let's consider the solution. So from the given questions, we'll be considering a series of steps so that we get the accurate answers. In the first step, suppose I let x equals 1. So this becomes f of 1 equals 1 squared. And 1 squared here also equals 1. And on getting this, so again, suppose I let a to be equals f of 1 that we have in this function. So therefore, our f of a will be equals 1. So this is what we have at this point. And in the next step, so initially I plug in x to be 1. Let's say I plug in x to be letter. If I choose letter A, then if I replace this in the original equation, which is f of x, changing x to a, we are going to have f of a equals a squared. So getting a squared, we recall again that but for every f of a, this gives us 1. That is what we have here. Then our f of 1 will be equals a squared. Since f of a is 1, so replacing f of a with 1, we are going to have f of 1 as a squared. So therefore, since we have already have f of 1 to be equals to a, which is from here, our f of 1 equals to a, then replacing this, we are going to have a squared equals a. So since a squared equals to a, we transfer this a to this side, having a squared minus a equals 0. So it's a quadratic, we need two answers. Taking out a, we have this as a minus 1 equals 0. So therefore, there are two answers here. A equals to 0, or we have a equals 1. So after getting these 2 points, a equals 0 and a equals to 1, then let's consider the next step. But before that, we want to check each possibilities for these two cases. And recall that when we have f of 1, this is a. And when we have f of a, this equals 1. So we're building everything based on these two functions. So for the first case, let's say case 1. If a equals to 0, then for this, f of 1 becomes 0 and f of 0 becomes 1. Now, suppose I let x to be equals to 0 from the original equations. We are going to have f of 0, so this equals 0. And from here, our f of 0 here is given as 1. So therefore, our f of 1 equals to 0. And this is consistent for f of 1 equals to 0. So since we have f of 1 equals to 0 here as well. And again, if we start putting in any values, let's say f of x equals to, at x equals to minus 1, so that may be possible as well. So let's check for the case 2 of this. If our a equals to 1, then we are going to have to input this as well. So we have a equals to 1. So therefore, we have two things. From f of 1 equals to a, there's f of 1 will be equals to 1, and also f of 1 also equals to 1. And this is also consistent as well. So then, since we have f of 1 equals to 1, so making it consistent, so let's proceed to the next step. So in this next step, can both cases be valid under some f? We have to consider that as well. So let's recall that if you have f of x, which is equals x squared, and if f of 1 equals to 1, then f of 0 will be equals 1. Then letting x to be equals to 0, so from here we are going to have f of 0 equals to, so this gives us, but f of 0 here is giving us 1, so we have this as f of 1, then everything here equals 0. So therefore we see that a 0 square here equals to 0, so that is consistent. But does a function with f of 1 equals to 0 and f of 0 equals to 1 satisfy f of x equals to x squared? So we have to verify that as well. So we want to check if these two satisfied f of x equals x squared. So for all x. Now let's check. Suppose we have x equals to 1. So f of 1, this equals 1. And from f of 1, that gives us 0. So therefore our f of 0 equals 1. So this satisfied. And looking at this, so equating this together, so we are going to see that our 1 squared here equals 1. And again, we have at x equals to 0, so we will be having f of 0, so this equals 0. And f of 0 here is given as 1, so we have f of 1 equals to 0, but f of 1 itself is 0 at this point, so that this 0 here equals to 0. So this also satisfies. But we need some more constraints, like some more factors. So let's check, consider some power functions. So by considering some power functions, let's say if I consider, like, let's say f of x equals x raised to the power of root 2. So we just assume this. So if we try to check for f of 1, so this equals 1, because 1 raised to the power root 2 equals 1. And again, if I replace this with p, for instance, so having f of x to be equals to x raised to the power of p, we should know that from here our p square will be equals to 2, because taking the square root of both sides, so p becomes root 2, considering only the for both positive and negative. So therefore for f of x, so this equals x raised to the power root 2 or x raised to the power of minus root 2. So this is when x greater than 0, so then f of 1 will be equals to 1. So in conclusion, so the answer for this is f of 1 equals 1. So this is how I solve this step by step. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.